guys, welcome back to Cool Movie Ratings, and today we're doing the Rocky 4 review. Today we're continuing our review series with Rocky 4, and Rocky 4, I'm going to immediately say it was my second favorite of this entire franchise before I started this rewatch, and now it will probably be at third place, because I did realize that the original is almost as good as that second one, but I absolutely love Rocky 4. And I'll talk about the director's cut versus the regular cut in a little bit, but I just want to talk about the regular cut. I only rewatched that for this review. And I absolutely love the regular cut because I think that Rocky 3 is probably the most cheesy, like, 80s version of Rocky, but Rocky 4 comes pretty close with all the montages and music. And I think that the songs are amazing in this. You got Eye of the Tiger returning, and you've got Burning Heart by, I believe it's also by Survivor, which is another top tier song. And this movie has the only Rocky movie out of the original 5 that doesn't have music by Bill Conti. You can totally tell because the original music is more basic. It's still great. I don't know the composer's name. You can kind of tell because it's a lot more basic than something Bill Conti would have made. And I think at this time he was probably making the Karate Kid or Karate Kid 2 if he scored that movie. And yeah, but I absolutely love Rocky 4 because I do not know how this one was. This seems to be one of the fan favorites. Like, might be the fan favorite, but on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, the movie's usually dissed as being like one of the worst, and it's ranked one of the worst by critics. And I totally don't get that at all because I absolutely love this movie. I think Ivan Drago is one of the best villains. He probably is the best villain in my opinion because even though I said Mr. T was probably like the scariest villain, I think Ivan Drago might be the best because he's not totally a villain. He's kind of taken advantage of by people around him, and he is a pretty scary villain, but he's more just evil than he is very scary. And I think Apollo Creed in this movie, the little bit we get of him, is great, and then his death in this movie makes this movie very honorable because it's so sad, and really comes out of left field. Like, you didn't really expect that to happen because you knew something was gonna happen because why would they show us this whole thing, Apollo Creed versus Drago, but dang, you never expected anything like that. And that shows a departure of Carl Weathers, which I really wish we would have seen him in later movies. I think he could have saved a couple and made them a lot better, but I don't think any of these movies are bad, but I think if he was still alive, he would have made the other movies much better. But killing him off here is such like a sad move for the movie, and I don't know if I enjoy it. It does add a lot of great tension to the movie because Rocky is no longer fighting for the heavyweight world championship. He's fighting for his friend to get revenge for Drago killing his friend. And I never realized that this isn't for the heavyweight championship because at the beginning of the ring, the guy states this is, or the referee states this is like a recreational match. This is not for the heavyweight championship. I was like, I never realized that, but yeah, and I really enjoyed this movie so much. I think it might be the one I rewatched the most because this is the one that feels the most familiar. And at this point, I wouldn't say it feels boring, but it's not the one that I rewatch much anymore because I just watched it so much. Like, I think I've seen this movie 5 times before or more, which for watching it 4 years ago, I'm watching it almost probably more than 5, honestly, plus the director's cut, like 6 or 7. But I absolutely love this movie. I think Sylvester Stallone, it gives another great performance in this. I think the robot is like one of the most memorable parts of this movie in a weird way. I've never really understood like why that was in the movie, but I've never thought that it was anything like negative towards the movie. I saw some people say that. I'm like, it's just a robot. It's in like 2 scenes, and it adds some really funny comedy moments with Paulie. And I feel like Paulie and Adrian kind of are downplayed in this one. I feel like Adrian started to get downplayed in Rocky 3, but she's not really as involved as she was in the first 2. I don't think she really ever will be again. I don't really remember Rocky 5 at all, so I'm going to go into that one with basically a new viewing experience, but I kind of wish that Adrian was more involved with this movie because I wish she was there for Rocky to help lift his spirits and help him defeat Drago. And I think that the scene where Rocky's in Russia and he's running up the mountains with the logs. I think that might be the best training montage of this entire movie, including the iconic going upstairs, putting the hands up. I think that him running up that mountain, not running up that hill, running up that mountain, and just his triumph of like carrying that giant log up there. It's such a great moment for Rocky and great moment for the movie. And I absolutely love Rocky 4. And I'm going to quickly talk about the director's cut before I leave. I got to see this one at Fathom Events the one night, I think. Yeah, it was just one night in live Q&A. That was one of the coolest movie experiences because we got to watch a live Q&A with Sylvester Stallone, like on the actual theater screen, and that was really interesting. And then right afterwards, we got to watch the Rocky 4's director's cut. And I was one of the few that did not think it improved the original version. I just got so used to loving that original version. I thought that the original version was almost flawless. And when I made my top 50 favorite movie list, you can check that out on my channel. And I almost had Rocky 4 in there. I put it at number 50, and then I realized I had too many movies on there, so I had to take it out. But I absolutely love Rocky 4. This is a movie that means so much to me. And I guess I'll say that the director's cut, it was probably a well-made, like a better-made movie. It's just I love the way that the original version is, and I really couldn't see another version to be better than that original cut. But I thought both were amazing, and I absolutely loved the theatrical cut of Rocky 4. That will always be the cut I'll watch, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time, as I mentioned, and I just absolutely love Rocky 4. This is like the greatest 4 films. Usually you have 2 great films, like with Terminator 1 or Terminator 2, or 3 great films, but I think that this run of 4 Rocky movies might be the best consecutive 4 movies of all time, possibly. But I absolutely love Rocky 4. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because this is just one that means so much to me, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this cool movie ratings video. Let me know, is this one your favorite? Do you not like it? Do you like it? I've always loved this one, but thank you guys so much for watching this cool movie ratings video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.